Hello, children. Miss Morgan, Master of Science here. I have a trusty assistant today.
Hey.
Professor Coop. She wants to see how much fun we have on a daily basis, so she's my trusty assistant today. So, Professor Coop, safety glasses on for science.
Language arts is more fun. Remember that, kids.
I'm sure they won't. So, and here's a little secret. If you watch this video, tell Coop she's cool.
Yeah. If you watch this video, tell Miss Morgan that you like me better.
So, Miss Coop, what do you have there?
Water.
It's
I have a little bit of water in this plastic
for a
bag.
language arts teacher, don't you think you could be a little more descriptive?
H2O in a bag that's made of plastic.
And you're going to put a little water in a plastic bag. We're also going to take some
Salt.
Good. And we're going to take some
Dish soap.
Dish soap. I happen to have clear dish soap, but it does not matter if you have the blue kind or one of those nice smelly kinds.
Sorry.
Wow. Does she act like this when she teaches y'all stuff? How distracting. So, if you will hold up your bag, madame.
Sorry.
You can see that I'm mixing it up because I have salt and soap and I want it to be kind of cloudy. Your water should no longer be clear. Professor Coop, what does your water look like? What are your scientific observations?
It's cloudy. What's that movie? A Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs?
There's not a chance of a meatball, but there's a chance of a strawberry.
All right, so I know what to do next. So you're gonna seal the bag. You're gonna seal the bag.
See y'all later.
And I teach science now. You're gonna seal the bag, and you're going.
And next, you're gonna write a 3-page essay.
That's a great idea. All right, you're gonna squish the strawberry.
What are you gonna be careful of, Professor Coop?
Not to tear the bag.
Yes, because I did that before earlier, and it started leaking, and you don't want that.
So you're gonna squish the strawberry.
You want to break it up into pieces. You don't want it to be big chunks, but you will have chunks. But don't worry, we're gonna deal with our chunks, aren't we, Professor Coop?
Yep.
I'm going to grab a coffee filter. If you have a paper towel or something like that, that would work as well. We are using the coffee filter to strain out the junk. And I'm not talking about Miss Coop.
Ouch!
Get in here. So, Professor Coop is going to, and you can see I have a beaker with my coffee filter in it. If you have a cup or a container of some sort, that will be fine. Pour in.
I just want to make sure our viewers can see this.
Like and follow. So, keep the plastic bag around because you don't want to make a mess.
Oh. Yep, you don't want to make a mess.
Pause. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. Nothing happened, don't worry. So you are going to take out your coffee filter. You're going to put the coffee filter on the bag so you don't make a mess. Ignore this filter that's here. Nothing happened to that filter. And do not squeeze it like Professor Coop is doing, because that's going to cause it to break and have your junk of strawberries go into the water.
It's Prof. Coop. Thank you.
You just want the liquid, so you don't want any chunks or anything in it. Professor Coop is now going to take her rubbing alcohol, or as I scientifically like to call it, isopropyl alcohol, 91%. And she's going to pour a layer of it, about that much, at the top.
Tell me when to stop.
Don't be shy. Stop. Professor Coop, what are your scientific observations?
Wow, that's kind of cool.
What happened?
So there's the stuff on the bottom, and then the alcohol sitting on top. It's a clear layer.
Yes.
And I see
show your viewers. Give a nice little under the hand. So Professor Coop is now going to take this and you're going to do a swirling motion to try to extract the gunk. There we go.
Look at that.
And pull it up.
It worked this time.
I really don't know what she's talking about, guys. Professor Coop, would you like to show the viewers at home what you found?
Yeah, it looks like looks like a booger. But it's not. It is strawberry DNA.
Wow. For science.
You guys, this is really cool.
I didn't pay her to say that, guys. Don't worry. We're going to take a momentary pause, and Miss Coop is going to do some cheek extractions.
Cool.
Morgan and Coop back with round 2. Professor Coop, you are now going to extract your cheek cell. What I would like you to do is gently, without drawing blood, you're going to chew on the inside of your cheek. You can chew on both. You can chew on your lip, but you want to kind of loosen up your dead skin cells inside your mouth.
Okay.
Kind of chew a little bit. What I'm going to do...
This is what I do when I'm grading essays. Makes me nervous.
Oh, it makes them nervous to write them every day like you make them. I'm sorry for
Every
you guys.
day.
Shoot, if you were part of this class, I'm sure we'd already be writing an essay right now, but instead we're doing science. So I poured a cup of water. You just need enough for it to be a sip to fill your mouth. So it doesn't need to be a whole lot. And I'm going to pour some salt in it. You don't need to pour a whole lot of salt either. Just enough, and you can see it's not even cloudy. Just enough, and you want to swish it around. You don't want to put too much salt because you are going to end up putting this in your mouth. So you don't want to have a whole bunch of salt water. And if you want to stir it, you could grab a stirring utensil to break up. Sometimes that salt will go into the bottom. You definitely don't want a mouthful of salt, right, Miss Coop? Are you chewing yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Good. I think we should spend extra on this stuff just because you're quiet. I like this step in class too because everyone's quiet. So Miss Coop is now going to take a swig. Here's the important part. If you put too much water in this cup and you don't have a clear cup to spit in, you need to get a second cup. So I have a beaker here, and Miss Coop is going to spit her water back into this beaker. She's going to take a swig of her salt water. Remember, it's only water and salt. She's going to put it in her mouth and swish it around. Like if you've ever gargled, mouthwash or something, hopefully you all have good dental hygiene. Science plug. You're going to swish it in your mouth for 40 seconds. Take a big old gulp and swish it around. Don't be a big baby. Anyone want to be my new science assistant? I'm hiring because we can play a game and see if we can make Miss Coop spit it out. I'm sure swallowing salt water would be really delicious. Did you swallow salt? Side note for safety, please don't swallow your salt water. It won't harm you, but it will also just not taste very good. It's not 40 seconds yet. You keep swigging. Do a little. Keep swigging. Get a little. Go ahead, Coopalicious.
Oh my god. I swallowed so much on accident. God.
Right. She's trying to sabotage us, guys.
Okay.
So, that
tasted like the ocean.
We don't need details. So, there are 2 ways you can do this. And obviously, I don't want to touch it because Miss Coop has cuties. But you can see that's Miss Coop's spit. And if you look closely, it's kind of cool, especially if you hold it up in the light. You can see little pieces of your skin. Cells. Skin cells, by the way. What are your scientific observations, Professor Coop?
Well, for one, I think there's a piece of food in there. But 2, I can see some particles.
Okay. So there's 2 ways you can do this. The first way is you can mix some food coloring, like a drop or 2 of food coloring, with your rubbing alcohol. That step is not necessary, but sometimes it helps us see the difference. So I'm going to put about that much, maybe a little bit more rubbing alcohol in a container, and I'm gonna drop like a drop or two of food coloring in there. It doesn't matter what color. And like I said, that's an optional step, but it might help you see it. You kind of want to mix it around a little bit. And then Professor Coop is going to take this beautiful red rubbing alcohol that I created for her, and she's going to gently tilt and pour it into her spit water. Show the fans. And just slowly pour that in. You don't have to pour it that slowly.
I don't really know what kind of slow you want, but okay, I'll just.
Right, okay. Professor Coop, what are your scientific observations?
It's separated.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Do you see any of your...
Yeah, my skin particles are red.
Yes, what did they do? What did the alcohol make your DNA do?
It clumped it together.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I can see it.
And you can also see some nice gross clumps down here. You really sure got a lot of DNA for us, Professor Coop.
We should send it into Ancestry.com.
I don't think we want to know who you're related to.
Okay.
Thank you, Professor Coop, for your assistance today.
My pleasure.
Was it?
It was. Remember, if you watch this video, you have to tell me.
What's our keyword? Like koala?
No, you have to just say,
Bill Nye's cool.
Miss Morgan, Miss Coop is cooler than you. That's all you gotta say.
But like, if you talk to Miss Coop, be like, can I have some extra credit? Because I really don't believe that.
All right. That was fun. See you guys.